So Apple's announced some new technology. First, let's talk about the iPhone SE. So Andy, it's kind of an upgraded version of their small iPhone. Is it a bit boring? There's nothing really new in it, is there?
It's got all the new tech from its top end 6S, but it's in the iPhone 5S's body basically, which is great because so many people still want the smaller iPhone 5S, but now it's powerful enough to run the games and the latest versions of iOS. Because let's face it, the old ones are slowing down now.
So it's not really a sort of compact version of the 6S, is that? That's not the right way to think about it?
No.
What is the right way to think about it?
Don't see it as a smaller iPhone 6S. Think of it as an upgraded iPhone 5S, because that's really what it is.
Okay, all right. And next, let's talk about the iPad Pro. So the most startling thing about this is that Apple went to all the fuss of making this big professional iPad, and now with the second version, they've made it smaller again. This one's 9.7 inches. Is that right? What do you make of that? You quite like the iPad Pro, so defend it.
So I love the. I'm struggling to, because I love the iPad Pro. I love that it's really big, so I can actually work in it as my desktop PC. But this is now the same size as the iPad Air that we've already got. So it is a bit weird, but at least it's very powerful. It's got the pencil if you want to do some sketching. So there's definitely some bonuses over the iPad Air, but I don't really see why you'd buy one over the other.
I think what's kind of cool is that Apple's put in some new display technology. I like the idea of, because if you're doing things like professional photo editing or something, the kind of things that most people are never going to bother with, but that professionals will, it seems nice that Apple's kind of thrown in a few extras like that. So the big question, I suppose, really is, with this sort of smaller, slightly cheaper iPhone, is it going to rescue the company, which has been struggling with slowing interest in the iPhone?
I think it'll definitely do well, because Apple talked about how popular its smaller iPhone 5S still is. So this is going to sort of excite people to get the smaller one, particularly in regions like China, where the smaller phones are still extremely popular. So I think it's certainly going to help it sales-wise, but no, it's not the exciting, dramatic launch we're kind of hoping for from Apple.
I think maybe we're just going to have to get a little bit used to, until Apple reveals a completely new product category, basically all smartphones and all tablets, basically being a little bit, just like moderate sort of upgrades, iterations from now on, what do you reckon?
That's pretty much it. We're going to have to just get used to that.
So we're going to have to get used to it, but let us know what you think of the iPhone SE and the iPad Pro. Cheers, guys.